Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Funny on My Mind podcast, the seriously unserious podcast where nothing is our problem. I'm your host, 18, and this is like my third episode I'm recording this week for you guys. There's been 4 episodes this week. It's been a really long week, and this week in the hot seat we got someone special. I know every week I say the guest is special, but this episode is a really special one. You don't want to miss it. We're gonna we got my main man. You see from the thumbnail, Art the Great in the studio today, aka Arturo. Arturo, how you doing today?
Good. I mean, I just had a really good Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah. And how's your week been? Minus Thanksgiving.
It's just been pretty chill. I mean, I haven't really. There was only 2 days of work and school, so the rest of the week I just got to chill at home, and I find doing chores relaxing. I'm just boring like that. So
that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. I mean, a business idea. You should open like a cleaning service.
Cleaning service,
like including like office buildings and stuff like that.
Honestly, like I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah, and I mean, you are a business major, so you got the business mindset for it. So yeah.
And then also, like, if it's like a really like if it's a finance company or tech company, you can just send employees to steal data from the computers.
All right. Okay. All right. Anything notable this week happened that you'd like to share with the audience?
I'm trying to think, because each day just has felt like a weekend. So, I mean,
you're not wrong.
I'm trying to think. Let me go through my camera roll, because I usually like to take a lot of photos. Let me see.
Oh
my goodness. You know the video game Halo, right?
Yes.
So the day before Thanksgiving, that would have been a Wednesday.
A
couple of buddies and we went to like one of their houses. Dude, we just had like this awesome Halo.
Oh, I think I saw that on your Instagram story.
It was so awesome. His house is like this. It's like legit a warehouse, and in the bottom it's like a whole loft area. Like, it's super cool. So top floor, we're playing Halo. We've got Linkin Park playing in the background. We got Taco Bell, Domino's. Like, dude, what more could a guy ask for?
In what world does Taco Bell and Domino's go together?
Carthage, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay. So we are going to move into the first segment. The first segment is always called Getting to Know the Guest, for the audience out there that may not know you. Okay, so we're gonna go through a couple questions.
Okay,
and it's just like you're introducing yourself to the audience.
Sweet.
All right. First question. Where did you grow up, and what was it like?
I grew up in Carthage, Missouri. As far as what it was like, very not rural, but not urban. Just small town vibes. Like, I can go outside and go out for a late night walk without the fear of like getting mugged.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's pretty chill.
All right. Do you have any siblings?
Yep, I have a younger sister, a younger brother, and an older brother.
Okay, so you're like the second oldest.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And for the people out there, they see a little tint in your color. What ethnicity are you?
I'm Hispanic. So if we break down the nationality, my dad's side is full Mexican. My mom's side's half Mexican, half Guatemalan. So doing the math, 75% Mexican and like 25% Guatemalan.
Okay, that's cool. And are you fluent in Spanish?
Yeah.
Cool. You know, I always thought I was born to speak Spanish, but I was never good at it. God knew why he didn't, allow me to speak Spanish though. The only thing, I only know a few things from like Hispanic culture. Modelos.
Yeah.
Modelos, boots, Hispanic music.
Yeah.
And tortas. I'm talking about the sandwich, bro.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you know, if you know, you know. If you at this point, if you know, you know. Right. So, what is one word you would use to describe yourself for people that don't know you? Alan. Oh, for you guys out there that saw the Alan episode, the Bowser episode, this is Arturo that Alan said that he wouldn't trust with his phone. So, yeah. So, Alan used the word him. Dalen used the word, I think she said outgoing. And the episode that I recorded yesterday with my homie Bradley, he said he's magical. Okay. So, what is one word you would use to describe yourself?
I would say extra. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I'm never like in the middle. I'm always gonna be super extra about things. I think that's good.
Yeah, you know, I know you on a personal level, so that actually kind of does like suit you. You know, so okay. All right. So for the audience out there, where did you meet me, and when and where did you meet me?
Okay, so this would have been sometime in early February. I have to give a little bit of context. So I ended up leaving my previous job, which was a security guard job. Mm-hmm. It was a really it was super convenient, good job. But I ended up leaving it because I had the opportunity to go to China for 2 weeks through study abroad. So like, I'm obviously going to choose China.
Yeah.
Right. So I chose to go to China.
Okay.
Problem was I came back unemployed. And so I went on Higher Line, which is where I go to school and where he works.
Yeah.
I started applying to every single job on there. Like,
yeah.
And after so long, like, because I started this like right when I got back from China. So this still would have been fall of 2024. Mm-hmm. And nobody reached out back to me until it was Arthur that reached out back to me.
Yeah.
In like late January. He's like, hey, I'm calling with the position that like you applied for. Like we want you to come in for an interview. So I came into the interview, and keep in mind this is an IT help desk job. So it's time for the interview. I come in like my full suit and tie. Like I'm trying to get a job.
He did come in with his suit and tie.
So I go in, I do the interview. So he was the one primarily asking the interviewing questions.
Yeah.
The interview questions. So that's where I met him. I still remember the majority of the questions he asked me. I do remember one of them was, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why? And I answered, it was boring. Here's the thing. I wanted to catch them off guard, make them see that I look at the small details. So what I answered was, I'd want to be an ant. Did I say ant or dragon? I don't think it was dragon. I said ant because the ant is seen as a boring like animal, but its life is full of service.
I think I remember you saying that actually.
Like it serves the queen, and it does hard work, and like I'm trying to make myself like sound really good, like to get the job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember you saying something like that. Okay, and so when you met me, right, which would have been earlier this year, what was your first thought of me?
I just knew like he was super chill. Like he was asking me like all these like funny questions. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna fit in. I'm gonna fit right.
And if I'm not mistaken, I said something along the lines of, "Your name is my name in Spanish."
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta hire him now. Like you got.
And then I'm pretty sure you like made some sort of reference to the Wolf of Wall Street.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, I think it was because I spoke about my sales experience.
And I think you mentioned reading his book or something.
Yes. So yeah. I want to explain that like just a little bit briefly. Okay. So basically in high school, I worked a sales job where it was like, for those of you who have seen the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, basically he's like this sales agent that sells like stocks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the guy is a real guy. He wrote a book on actually like on sales tactics.
Shout out Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort. He wrote a book. The book is called The Way of the Wolf. So I read this book in high school, so that I could do better at my job in sales, and I ended up being like the top salesman for 2 months in a row.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you still have that preconceived notion of me?
That you're chill?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, bro. So I say this on every episode when the guest talks about how what they thought of me and stuff like that. I'm good for morale. I'm good for morale. So yeah. So all your employers out there, just know if I'm on your team, I'm good for morale. Okay. So what's been your biggest distraction lately?
Distraction.
I've heard like TikTok. Braden said producing beats in like Ableton and stuff. Yeah.
I would say like definitely Instagram Reels. But also just lately I've just been sleeping a whole lot.
You do know the only people that watch Instagram Reels are people who don't have TikTok, right?
Yeah, I don't have TikTok.
Why don't you have TikTok in 2025?
I don't know. I just felt like it was too mainstream.
Okay.
And I tried to be different.
Not gonna lie. I held out on downloading TikTok for. I didn't download TikTok until 2022, and like TikTok blew up in like 2020. Yeah, I waited 2 years and I refused to download TikTok.
I used it like in 2021, but I uninstalled it at that time, so I literally haven't used it since.
Okay, and what are you looking forward to?
So I'm graduating this semester. I'm walking the stage this semester. I'm looking forward to just walking the stage, not having to worry about homework, working, and then like just making money.
Okay,
because what I don't like about school is it's genuinely a ton of work and it's genuinely a lot of time.
Yep.
That you don't really get compensated for.
Yeah, I tell students all the time. When you walk into college, your life is on the decline for the next 4 years minimum. 4 years minimum. You walk in, you instantly lose all your money. You graduate, and you're like, bro, I just graduated. Where's my money? You know. Yeah. So yeah, your life is on the decline for the next 4 years minimum. Okay. All right. Cool. So all right. So we're gonna move into the first segment. The first segment is always called Gas or Pass.
Okay.
It is where I give.
I'm excited for this.
I give you a question and you give the answer gas or pass. Gas being good, pass being bad. All right. Are you ready? Oh, you also don't have much time to think about these questions.
Okay. So just speed run these.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, and some of these I may give you pushback on, or some I may ask you why.
Okay. Clarification.
All right. So first question: buying a $300 item but hesitating over a $1.29 app. Gas or pass?
I would say gas.
Yeah. Bro, you gotta think that $1.29 just, bro. That's something. That's money I could be doing with something else.
And then also, like, if you're gonna spend that much on something, I'm assuming it's gonna be something that is useful for the most part.
Yeah, a little stupid game, $1.29 to not see the ads or anything anymore.
Oh my goodness, you just gave me a core memory. One time I bought like $10 worth of gems using my older brother's like debit card on Clash Royale, and he never noticed. But like that entire week, I was just like fearing for my life. Like I just avoided him at home.
And how much was it?
It was $9.99.
Oh, you said you bought $10 worth.
$10. Yeah, $9.99.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. When you're that young, you think your family notices like any little transaction, you know. Okay. Not reading instructions and just figuring it out. Gas or pass?
Gas.
Yeah.
Necessity is the is the mother of innovation.
Bro, I think, especially when it comes to like setting up stuff, I think the first thing that I do is get rid of the instructions. Cause, bro, I don't need this. I don't need it. What's so stupid is, right?
Exactly.
What's so stupid is, as men, we wouldn't read the instructions, but then we would instantly, like, once we're stumped, we'd go on YouTube and try to figure it out. Which YouTube is a form of instructions.
Yeah.
They're showing you play by, bro. You would just save your time just reading the instructions, but I'm never gonna do that. So.
That's true.
Yeah, especially if my wife is in the room and she's watching. Yeah, I'm not reading that.
There's this bookshelf I built, and it had the instructions. I was actually building this like with my ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
bro, I got the instructions. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I did.
Yeah.
This toilet paper, I don't need this.
Toilet paper is crazy. All right. Next one is calling your homeboy about something instead of texting because it's easier.
It just depends. If it's something minuscule, I'd pass. But if it's something like serious, gas. But I think I would say pass for the most part.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't like it when people call me out of the blue. Like, unless you're direct family, you can just text me. I'm always on my phone. I'm always checking my phone.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just my opinion.
I will say, you are a pretty decent texter. If I need something from you, I'm trying to get a hold of you. If I shoot you a text message, you usually respond in a pretty decent amount of time. So yeah, if not instantly, it's fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So okay. Leaving a group chat without warning because it's too active. Gas or pass?
Bro, pass.
What?
Cause if I'm in a group chat, like, I know people are gonna be texting in it.
No, bro. See me at my old young age, right? I'm almost anti-social in a way. Like, I have like a bunch of unread text messages and Snapchats and stuff like that. So, recently, probably like 2 months ago, I was added to like I graduated high school in 2017, right? So I was added to like a 2017
reunion group chat.
Reunion group chat, right? And I left it for two reasons. One, it was too active, and two, the people in it. It's almost like, that like high school football player that won the championship, and you see him like 10 years later and he's just still frozen in time right there. It's the same people doing the same thing, acting the same way. I'm like, bro, I'm a husband. I got kids.
Yeah.
But I can't be acting childish like this, dog.
That's fair though. For the most part, like, I'm in a good amount of group chats, but it's like with friends or work or like stuff that's important, I guess, to me.
Yeah, I don't like being in a group chat that is either too active or too boring.
I know what you mean. Group chats can definitely get super hectic. I know exactly. For me, the solution to that is I usually got my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah. I can't be the one that's too active or too boring. So. Okay. Not answering calls, but immediately replying "What's up" when they
text. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, you caught me at a wrong time, bro. I was using the restroom, or I was sleeping and you woke me up.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, right? Don't text me. Don't call me. If I don't answer your text, don't call me, bro. Like, I'm gonna get to you eventually if it's something important. Like, if you really need me to do something, okay, then you can call me, or you need assistance or something like that. You can call me, but bro, don't call me. It's like, we live in the 21st century. Don't call me. So, hold on, what's going on with these? Okay, all right, so we're back in business. Replying, let me see when asked if you're free, even though you're not going anywhere, or like something like I'll check, or like let me check my schedule or something. I'm not gonna lie, I do this all the time. I'll be like, bro, I'm gonna check with my wife or something. But yeah, I know I'm not going.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. When people ask me if I'm doing something on a particular day, me typically, I mean, I used to do that like in high school, but now, like, I'll just be blunt and straightforward with people. Like, I was asked to go to like a Kansas City Chiefs football game, like, sometime within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, man, like, I really don't watch football. I just don't watch it like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not really interested in going.
Yeah, I have no interest. First of all, the Kansas City Chiefs suck. I have no interest in football. Well, I understand football, but I don't really keep up with it like other people do. And second of all, I have no interest in going to a football game because, especially like if the seats are like high up in the stands, but I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm not going. Judging someone hard based on their shoes they wear. Bro, I'm calling it for myself. Gas. If I see you out and you're wearing a dirty pair of Air Forces, yeah, I'm automatically assuming you're the trailer park trash of the world. Okay, it's the world, bro. Clean y'all shoes now. Come on.
For me, it's because I remember one time there was somebody that came in for like an interview. They were interviewing for like a different position, and I remember there was one guy that like actually came in like a suit.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, bro, like if I'm the hiring manager, like this guy's definitely up on my rankings.
yeah.
But then like I remember I seen another candidate come in like the next week, where like just something clearly not appropriate for an interview. And it's like, if you're not even willing to look nice to try and get the job, they're like, that just is not a good signal that you're going to actually try in the job.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I see it.
Yeah. I feel like you should always be dressed like either professional or semi-professional to a job interview. Like sometimes like you could wear jeans, but like wear like a button-up shirt, tuck in your
for sure.
your jeans or something like that, bro. Like these kids nowadays, they don't have no manners. Fully cleaning your car only when someone else is riding in it.
Gas. Gas.
So I think, bro, that's definitely gas. Not gonna lie, that is definitely gas. Watching an entire movie while scrolling on your phone the entire time.
I'd say pass, because typically I don't watch movies like that. The only time I'll really watch a movie is if like I go to the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And at that point I'm paying to actually watch the movie. Yeah. So I'm not gonna pay to just be on my phone.
No, makes sense. Bro. Well, yeah, you're right. But if it's like a movie at home that I haven't seen already or something like that, yeah, I'm scrolling on my well, no, I'm not scrolling on my phone, but if it's something I've seen already and let's say like my wife hasn't seen it, I'm using my phone the same time. Pretending you didn't hear someone when you don't feel like answering. You don't feel like responding. I do that all the time. Gas. It'd be like, bro, you really think if I heard you, I wouldn't respond? Yeah, I do that all the time. Saying we'll see when you already know the answer is no. Gas.
Like I said, I'm still passed on that. Like if it's a lot of mental baggage to like try and make up excuses to tell people. It's like, dude, if I don't feel like going, if I don't feel like making these plans, like I'm just gonna be blunt and straightforward with you. Like I've already got other plans. I'm kind of reaching that point in my life where like I'm really having to start saying no to people, and I just don't care.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second. The next one is not posting someone you're talking to unless it's locked in.
Oh, gas.
I was about to say I can already gauge the answer to that question. Yeah. Okay. Keeping screenshots just in case.
Gas. Screenshots of what? Like DMs and
yeah, like arguments and stuff. Like
gas.
Nah, I don't got time to be taking up that storage on my phone. Blocking someone's number but not their social media.
I would say pass, but not it's because I really don't like text using the Messenger app. For me, my primary forms of texting are just Snap and Instagram. Because primarily Instagram though, because I go on Instagram like when I'm on a computer. So I'm still able to get back to people even if I'm like working or doing homework and whatnot.
Oh, so that's what you be doing at work.
I guess.
Oh, you be on Instagram, right? Bet.
And still getting my doom scroll on it.
Yeah, me be in my office on Monday. Taking a nap instead of dealing with the problem. Agreeing to plan and then immediate. Oh, wait. Taking a nap instead of dealing with the problem.
Dealing with what would the problem be in this?
I don't know. Like, I guess it's like a sense of like running away from confrontation. Or like let's say like, I don't know. Let's say you're broken, like bills are due or something like that. So instead of like trying to figure out how to get the money, you just like go to sleep.
I would say pass because there's like this. I'm just a very big believer in that. Like if you got an issue, a problem in life, striking it head first is gonna be your best way to go. Like running around, like the fastest way to from point A to point B is a straight line. Like just getting things over with. Just because I find that for me personally, it's just more helpful.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely don't run away from the problem. I'd be like, I instantly go into like, I don't know, thinking mode, trying to figure out how to move around and like figure this issue out.
Yeah.
But people who like go to sleep and try to avoid the problem, I feel like they're on the same level of people that like that when like pressure hits, they're like, bro, I need a drink, or like, I need to smoke. I'm like, bro, after that temporary intoxication leaves, you're still faced with the same problem.
Yeah.
That time that you spent intoxicated, you could have been like
100%.
You could have been figuring out how to deal with the problem.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
There's an analogy I like to use, or like a mental exercise. Like if you have a bunch of cockroaches in a spot, like putting the fridge and like covering the cockroaches, like they're still there.
Yeah,
the cockroaches are still there.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Agreeing to plans and then immediately regretting it.
That it happens. I wouldn't say gas as in I like it. But that happens. So I'll say pass. So that's why I'm very careful when agreeing to plans.
Yeah.
Because I usually like to keep my yes a yes and my no a no.
See, I only agree to plans that I want to do, but however, my wife, that little good Lord blessed me with, she agrees for me in like situations and then doesn't tell me, and then like tells me like the night before. You'd be like, tomorrow we're doing this. Oh, I thought I told you, honey. No, you didn't. You did not tell me. So it's like it's ridiculous, bro. So that's how that kind of goes. All right, so we're gonna move into the third segment.
Okay.
Right. This third segment is called the hot seat rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Right. So these are gonna be questions that you don't have. It's gonna be like a either or type of question, right?
Okay.
So you're not gonna have very much time to think about these questions, right?
Okay.
So here we go.
All right. Maximum effort.
Oh gosh. All right. Would you rather lose your wallet or lose your phone for a week?
Lose my wallet.
Why?
Because I typically don't carry around a lot of cash. So the majority of my money is in my bank accounts, which I have direct access to via my phone.
Yeah.
And then also, I don't really carry like photos or sentimental things in my wallet.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, whereas if I lose my phone and like my account gets locked out and I'm not able to access that, there's a lot more. I'm more liable to lose things on my phone than
Yeah. I think we live in like a cashless society, basically, almost. So like all my cards are on like my Apple Wallet. So I'd much rather lose my wallet than my phone. But it'll still piss me off that I lost my wallet.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Would you rather bad breath or bad body odor?
Bad breath, because then I can just wear a COVID mask.
What? Okay. All right. Forget someone's name immediately after meeting them or calling them the wrong name confidently.
Forget their names.
Yeah.
This is such a lifesaver. I always ask people, like, if I forget their names, I'll be like, hey, like, how do I pronounce your name again? And if it's something easy, like, oh, it's Brian, be like, no, I meant your last name. And so then now you know their first name and their last name.
Oh my god, yo, that's actually pretty good.
I picked it up a while ago.
That's pretty good. That's like a foolproof way to get someone's their entire name. You're like, oh, okay, that's how you pronounce it. See, I wasn't sure because I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and if it's something simple like Brian Smith,
yeah,
be like, and if they're like, yeah, that's pretty easy to pronounce, wouldn't you say? I'm like, yeah, I know, I was just kind of teasing, yeah. And then so like now it's like you build a rapport with them and you know their name now.
Yeah, okay. Eat a spider or lick a public bathroom floor.
Eat a spider.
Yeah.
At least I'm getting some protein with a spider.
I feel like you would like contract like some sort of like deadly disease from like licking a bathroom floor.
Dude, just like walking barefoot, you'll get like some like fungi in your foot and whatnot.
Fight a kangaroo or wrestle an alligator.
Kangaroo. Dude, I'm taking a kangaroo 100%. Bro, like,
no.
These things don't know mixed martial arts. They're going to try and go for their kick. I'm going to catch their legs. I'm just going to double leg them. I'm going to do some ground and pound, take their back, rear naked choke them. Like, an alligator.
Rear naked choke?
Rear naked choke, like UFC choke. Like, get on their back and just start choking them out.
This is sounding like a whole lot of DD allegations going on here. But no, I'd much rather. Yeah,
an alligator will tear your limb apart and will start spinning like a freaking gas station hot dog while holding on to.
Actually, I'm pretty sure alligators are more afraid of us than we are of them. Like if you start running toward one, they'll like run away.
Yeah, but I can like kick a kangaroo.
Bro, have you never seen those big old kangaroos with like big muscles that be like flexing on people?
Oh yeah, but like they got very exposed chin. Just move, clock them in the chin.
First of all, you do know they also have like really sharp claws.
I know. So you just have to avoid the distance, right? Back up, and then when the time is right, just go in, clinch, take the just start. I train mixed martial arts, so I'm very confident.
You're a little young, but have you ever seen the movie Kangaroo Jack?
Bro, I love that movie.
I'm gonna knock you out. Yeah, ever since that movie, the kangaroos just kind of messed me up. I have no interest in messing with a kangaroo. So, okay. Your best friend or your siblings? Who are you? Your best friend or your sibling? Who you save in a life or death situation?
Sibling.
Okay.
I mean, I love my best friends. Don't get me wrong, but sibling, that's just.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save my siblings. Snitch on your boy to save yourself from 10 years in prison.
It just depends.
No. It don't depend on nothing.
If it's like, if I committed like tax evasion, and it's like something simple where I'll get thrown into like a nice federal prison with like tennis courts and stuff, like I'll do the time. But if it's like some serious crime where I'm gonna get put in like Arkham Asylum, where you got like, I'm snitching on my friend 100%.
Bro, let me tell you this, Doc. Let me tell you this. I tell people this all the time. Bro, if me and you are doing a crime together,
it depends what crime.
Bro, I'm snitching, bud.
You've got a wife and kids.
Bro,
you better snitch.
I wasn't even talking about them. I wasn't even talking about snitching for them. I'm snitching for myself. I can't go to prison. Yeah. Now, bro, they give me a good deli sandwich and a McDonald's Sprite. Buddy, I'm telling. I'm showing you where we hid the money. I'm showing you where the firearms are. I'm snitching.
But then also at the same time, I don't think I would be mad because Think about how much dad lore it would be having like a whole prison arc in your life.
No. I could tell my son how I avoided going to prison. Oh, that mic sounds good right there. I've been messing with the settings the entire time, so that mic sounds good right there. Yeah, but I could tell my son how I avoided going to prison. Yeah, I'm snitching, buddy.
So like pull it 6ix9ine.
Bro, I'm telling you, Mickey Mouse ain't got nothing on me. I'm Remy Ratatouille with it. I'm snitching, bro. Your brother commits murder. You turning him in?
As messed up as this sounds,
Oh boy.
it would just depend how much of a good job they did covering up their tracks. I know my brothers. If it was my older brother, he's pretty smart. He knows how to get away with things, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
I would probably help him. My younger brother, like, if you're watching this, like, sorry, bro. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh my god.
So I'm not going to try and incriminate myself.
Bro.
Trying to help him. Like,
what's your younger brother's name?
his name's Alejandro.
Alejandro, if you're watching this, bro, get a new brother. Get you a new brother. Because what the hell? Your ride or die ask you to lie under oath. You doing it?
Oh
boy.
Under oath, like, as far as what? Like,
Yes, you're sworn in on the stand. Are you lying under oath, which is a criminal offense? It's called perjury.
oh, I mean, if I was like, I mean, I don't mind getting like locked up for lying or whatnot, bro. Like, if I was put under oath, like, for something, like in a different context, I don't know if that makes sense. If I'm lying for my homeboy, it just depends. I mean, I hate that answer because it sounds so boring.
We're gonna check something real quick right here. How long is a
Perjury sentence?
perjury sentence? Let's do
Oh, I'm pleading the fifth first and foremost.
in Missouri. Well, yeah, that's why that amendment exists. In Missouri, the sentence for perjury depends on the specific crime and can range from a misdemeanor with a potential jail term of 1 year to a felony with imprisonment for up to 5 years.
That's like wide.
Yeah.
Sure.
For example, perjury in a non-felony proceeding is a Class E felony, while perjury to secure a felony conviction is a Class B felony. Sentences may also include fines and probation.
Yeah, I'd do it for my friends.
No, but I'm snitching.
Well, I mean, they're called. If you're snitching, that means they weren't your ride or die in the first place.
Well, no. Oh, my bad. The thing was to lie under oath, right? Bro, if you my ride or die, you wouldn't ask me to go on the stand and commit a crime for you. No, bud. You're going to prison. And I'm going to tell them that you asked me to commit perjury as well. You're going. I'm going to make sure they lock you up so long that I have time to move away so I don't got to confront you when you... You know what? I don't care, bro. I'm telling. Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. I hate when this does this. Okay. Alright. Your girl cheats once drunk or has an emotional affair for months while sober.
Like, choose one.
Yeah. I'll read it again. Your girl cheats once drunk or has an emotional affair for months while sober.
One's drunk.
See, for me, they're both cheating. So
I mean, yeah, of course. They're both bad. So ideally, none of them.
Yeah, you can give me either or. I'm still leaving her.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Either way. $10 million, but you can never speak to family again. I'll tell you, I'll turn it down.
I can never speak to them again. Here's the thing. Here's what I would do.
Okay.
I would take the 10 million. I can't speak to them again, but I can speak to an attorney who can reach out to them and ensure that they all get a big piece of that money.
Bro, you're just a scumbag, aren't you?
Huh?
You just...
I'm leaving them a lot of money. I'm ensuring that their future.
No. We're not doing that whole go around the situation.
I'm not going around it. Like, I'm speaking to a lawyer who...
10 million, but you can never contact your family again, or contact anyone to contact your family.
Well, they're not. They're just gonna send the money. Like, they're not even gonna know that it's from me. It's like, have you seen Breaking Bad where Walt like leaves all that?
Yes.
Like, he basically leaves all that money for the family. Like,
okay. I guess that's kind of,
like, the money gets anonymously wired to their accounts.
I guess that's kind of a good strategy. Okay. Steal $1,000 from a billionaire who would never notice, or stay broke with integrity.
Well, I mean, bro, take the $1,000.
But I'd take a couple $1,000. What do you mean? Like, bro,
you know, there was a guy that like sent a bunch of invoices and bills to, I think it was like Apple, and made like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he did this like for years, and it wasn't until they like did a serious audit where like he got caught.
No. There was one time, there was like maybe 2 years ago, this guy who had this business, right? He had this business, and he was a content creator, and he had these like really nice cars. And so he ordered, I think the new phone at that time was like the 13 Pro Max, right? He ordered it and put it on his business account. He ordered like 3 of them, right? And Apple sent him an entire box of like 24 phones.
Yeah.
On mistake, and he spoke to his lawyer, and legally he didn't have to return them.
Yeah. That good decision. Like, what I was gonna say, what I would have done was, if I received like, let's say 20, and I was supposed to only get 1, I'm returning 18 and keeping another 1. So it looks like by me returning a bunch, it seems like I'm honest, but like I'm also keeping an extra 1.
What was crazy was like all the people in the comments were like hitting him up, and was like, "Hey, do a giveaway, or how can I get one? Can I buy one for?" Can I buy one from you for under market price? And what he actually did was he
auctioned them off.
No, he contacted Apple, told them what was happening, and he took it to an Apple store. He took the box of all the phones to them.
And they paid him even more?
No, they didn't pay him.
Bro, I don't know what this guy was doing.
Yeah, he fumbled the bag.
That was the worst fumble ever.
Yeah. Would you meet your future self and know how it turns out, or stay in the mystery?
Stay in the mystery.
Yeah, I guess. No, I'd like to meet my future self.
Because if you meet your future self, we're gonna get into like some philosophical thinking. If you meet your future self, that by you doing that will change your future self. Because think about it like this: you're meeting your future self, so you're perceiving the information that you receive. Unless meeting your future self was part of something you were already supposed to do. But you see, it's a whole philosophical
this is
anomaly.
A real scientific conversation right now. Okay, all right, so we're gonna all right, so just we're gonna move into the 4th segment, right? Yeah. Oh, and I think this is the segment that a lot of people have been waiting for. It's literally in my notes as
oh my goodness,
the piss story. So Arturo, so for the audience out there, Arturo has a very interesting story that he's gonna tell. This is actively going on right now.
So at the time that it gets uploaded,
yeah.
There won't be an issue.
Yeah, it'll be well into December, right? So we're currently at the end of November, right? So, so he has a very interesting story, and you guys saw the thumbnail. I pissed, right? And he was in a Alexander the Great costume for Halloween. So Arturo, why don't you go ahead and tell the audience about the story?
Yeah.
I give you the floor.
All right. So it starts off with me needing to buy a costume for Halloween. Right. So recently I've been going through like my Alexander the Great phase, or I've just been researching like Alexander the Great, just like he's a super cool historical figure. But anyhow, I got a Greek costume, so I could be Alexander the Great for Halloween. So I go to this Halloween party with a bunch of friends, and if any of you have ever seen the movie The Hangover, this is like The Hangover, where essentially right before we went to the party, like we even said like, all right guys, to a night I won't remember. Long story short,
Did y'all really say that?
I said it.
Oh, okay.
So I said it to them. They were like, okay, yeah, it's funny. Cool. I was consuming a ton of alcohol. Too much. Like, I found out my limit. I remember the last thing I remember was I took like 3 shots of something within 1 minute. I blacked out because I just remember waking up in my homeboy's dorm living room, in the couch, in my normal clothes, with my socks on. My costume didn't even require socks. I'm just like, how the heck did I even put on my socks? So first thing I do is I message everyone. I'm like, what the heck happened last night? So I'm like super hungover. I have like huge headache. One of my buddies texts me and he's like, yeah, let's go grab breakfast real quick. So we're talking to each other about what happened that night. And so as I'm leaving the dorm, right, one of the girls that I took to the party, I saw her walking because she was going to go meet with like some friends as well. So I asked her, like, explain to me like what happened. Like I genuinely don't remember. So she's walking me through the events of what happened that night. And like 15 feet away from us, like on a staircase, there are these girls and they yell, hey, were you wearing that Roman costume last night? Were you Alexander the Great? So, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick rules. What's the first rule that Roderick always tells you? Deny, deny, deny. So these girls did not sound happy. They clearly did not sound happy. So from a street smart point of view, I immediately started denying because I don't know what the heck they're mad at me for. So I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me. They're like, you peed on our front door last night. And I'm just dumbfounded because I'm like, what?
They're like, no way that happened.
They're like, we have it on video. I'm like, what? They're like, you want to see? We'll come show you. So they show me the video, and it's clearly a video of me peeing on the front door. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And what was the video on, Arturo?
So it was inside this dormitory building, and I peed in front of their front door. It was the only one in that entire building with a Ring camera doorbell.
Bro, I think that's the only one in the history of college.
Yeah, I've never even heard of people using that.
Bro, you gotta be a real paranoid freshman.
Really? I swear. So literally the worst, like, wrong place, wrong time. Like, that's all I can really say.
Okay.
And so they're showing me the video. I'm like, first thing I do is I apologize. I'm like, look, I'll get this cleaned up. I'll pay you for the doormat. Because they're like tripping about like this $10 Thanksgiving doormat that I also got peed on. I'm like, look, I don't know how much the doormat cost you. I'll pay you $40. So I literally paid them $40.
Good man.
And I'm like, look, I have to go to Springfield. I have to deal with something super important. Like, I'll be back really late. We'll get this taken care of. I'll get it cleaned. And they're like, we're going to go tell the RA you made this mess. So I'm like, look, just don't.
Whoa, hey, don't do that. We could have those ourselves.
Exactly. I'm like, look, just don't tell the RA. If the RA asks, just tell them a dog peed and that you've already got somebody to get it cleaned up. And, like, you know, we'll just smooth things over. These people were not easy to work with. They took things way too far, right? I come back 8 p.m. And so I'm there. I give them the money. And then I go to my friend's dorm, which is the one who let me stay the night, he gives me like some soap, some water, some paper towels. I start cleaning up this mess. They start giving me this big lecture about how I make people uncomfortable and they don't even feel safe. And so they literally tell me to go screw off and leave. And I'm just thinking in the back of my head, these people, like, I don't want to be here any more than they want me to be here.
Yeah.
I'm just here to get this mess cleaned
like,
up.
Bro, I'm already at my lowest. Literally, I'm on my hands and
I'm
knees.
on my knees, dude. Like, this was like when Alexander the Great, killed his best friend in a drunken rage.
No, this is nothing.
And then now he's like having to make a comeback.
No. So are you then say, never mind.
Now I leave. I get in contact with some people that I know in the university, like as far as like what I should do.
Yeah.
So then the following morning, I get an email from the dean of students saying that I have to go meet with them. So like the only way to face my problems is head on. I met with the dean of students. Long story short, they told me like I'm under disciplinary probation. For those of you that don't know what that means, that's just basically a fancy way of saying like it's a warning.
Yeah.
But then I'm banned from the residence side of campus, which is like the dorms, the dining hall, the student life center, for a whole year. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't a mistake. Like, I clearly made a mistake.
Yeah.
But the thing about that, though, I don't think I mentioned it. I was blacked out at the time that this happened.
Yeah.
So I have no memory of this at all whatsoever. I have no memory. So I was just as shocked to find out that happened as they were. So they told me I was banned from the dorms for a whole year. I personally don't like the idea of me having to face the consequences for something I don't even remember doing.
Yeah.
Especially when those consequences are not short. It's a whole year.
Yeah.
So I appealed the decision made by the dean. So then now I've triggered this whole like committee session where it's made up of faculty and like students.
Yeah.
So now it's like this whole like court session that I had to do the following week. So what I do to take accountability is I look up, state recognized alcohol education courses that courts will have people do when they get in serious trouble with the law. So
Yeah.
if they're drunk driving, public intoxication.
Basically drug court.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's like this whole court thing with the school, and I'm like preparing. How I said I would describe myself as extra.
Yeah.
I believe this is a perfect example of that because I did everything I possibly could to try and. So what I appealed for is for my punishment to be shortened to the end of the semester. So I'm not saying don't completely leave me unpunished.
Yeah.
But don't take it that far.
Yeah.
Right. Especially considering that I've never ever gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
It was a complete lapse of judgment, and I have absolutely no memory of it. So I literally came up with this whole strategy with ChatGPT. There's a feature on ChatGPT where you can speak with it, and I had ChatGPT grill me, telling me asking me the hardest questions.
Okay.
That might be asked of me during the hearing. And so when the time came for me to actually be at the hearing, it was a piece of cake because I had already imagined trying to answer questions that are far much harder than the ones that I was asked.
Okay.
So I pull up in my whole suit. I answer the questions.
You really like wearing a suit, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I presented them the evidence. The first thing that they do during this meeting, during this hearing, is they show the entire committee the video of me peeing. So in the video, I have to go ahead and clarify.
Yeah.
You can't see any of my private parts. So my costume covered my private parts.
Yeah.
So I was saved with that. I think if my parts would have been exposed, it would have been made a bigger deal.
Yeah, you probably would have been on some sort of registry.
100%. And so the first thing they do is they show this video on this giant whiteboard, the smart board.
Yeah.
And I'm just having to take it like a good little boy. I'm just so embarrassed. I'm turning red like a tomato. They asked me to speak. I have this whole statement that I've typed up with ChatGPT and
Oh, of course, bro. You really get your money's worth with
100%.
ChatGPT, huh?
So I spoke, they spoke, you know, they asked me a few more questions, simple questions. I was able to like actually include information that I learned in the alcohol education course, instinctively. So I think the committee saw that I really was serious about taking accountability and that I'm here to make things better, not worse.
Okay.
So my appeal was granted. It was shown to not the end of the semester, but the end of the year. So it's essentially a month away. We're almost done.
Yeah. So, okay, for one thing, but lack of time and lack of the second part that is currently going on, we're not going to speak about it.
Of course.
Yeah, we're not going to speak about it because there's a whole other part where they clap back and post the video on TikTok of him pissing. Just know he became the MSSU pisses. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move into the fifth segment. Thank you for sharing your story.
My biography right there.
We're gonna move into the fifth segment. This is called Reddit stories.
Okay.
These are real Reddit stories from real people. So I like to call this segment "Am I Wrong?" So we're gonna go through the Reddit stories and we're gonna determine if the person's wrong. Okay. So the first one says, am I wrong for hiring a mariachi band to play outside my ex's house at 6 a.m. every morning for a week after she said I was forgettable? It cost me $800 worth every penny. Day 1, her neighbors complained. Day 3, she called the cops. Nothing illegal. Day 5, she texted me begging me to stop. I said, who's forgettable now, Jennifer? Day 7, the band knew her schedule better than I ever did. She'll never forget me. Mission accomplished. See, me, I'm a petty person, so I don't think that whoever wrote this is wrong. I think $800 is kind of a lot, but I mean, if you had the cheese to spend and you had the time for it, I don't think they're wrong.
I think they're wrong because you're gonna spend all this time, energy, and mental weight just to make someone like not feel good.
Well, that's not
unless it was some like unless this guy was like in the army and while he was on deployment, like she like had some crazy like train on her and it like got uploaded to like a specific site. Like,
oh my god,
maybe then. No, like if it was like they ended on good terms and you know she was emotional and
she said that he was forgettable,
but like. People will say stuff like that in the heat of like a breakup, you know. So I'm assuming she was just very emotional, and this guy just took it too literally. Like, dude, like he's better off just going to the gym.
No, I don't think he's wrong. The next one says, "Am I wrong for creating a fake lottery ticket and my dad thinks he won 50,000? Bought a fake scratcher online, perfect replica, left it in his car. He scratched it, started screaming, called my mom, called his friends, posted it on Facebook, went to claim it. They told him it's fake. He thinks someone scammed him. Filed a police report. There's an active investigation. I can't come forward now. The police are involved. I'm in too deep."
Yeah. Okay, that's actually very funny. I don't think he's wrong. I think the dad is wrong. Hear me out, because there are some steps you are to take when you do win the lottery, right? First and foremost, you get in contact with a lawyer, right? You don't tell anybody that you won. You put it in a safe, fireproof place. You get a lawyer, you talk to a lawyer, and you figure out the steps as far as like actually like trying to get your money's worth, not having to lose more than half of it to taxes. So the fact that this guy started like just telling everyone about it doesn't sit right with me. It was a funny, harmless prank, but him taking it too serious and too literally. Like if I were the son, I would have broke the news to him the second he was about to like post on face.
So that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a harmless joke, but the minute that his dad took it too far, he should have stepped in and said like, bro, like no, this is a joke. I did it, Dad. This isn't real. So yeah, okay. The next one says, "Am I wrong for teaching my sister's smart home to ignore her every commands and only listen to me? Reprogrammed everything: her lights, thermostat, TV, locks. She'll say, 'Alexa, turn off the lights.' Nothing. I say it, it works perfectly. She thinks her house hates her. She yelled at her appliances, had a full breakdown, screamed at our coffee maker. She called tech support 6 times. They found nothing wrong. She's convinced she's cursed. I'm a wizard." I don't think they're wrong. I think that's a pretty harmless joke.
Okay, if it's like an April Fool's joke for like that lasts a day, harmless. But you gotta keep in mind, like, it's her home. She paid for all the technology to be installed. Yeah. She paid for like somebody to set it up. Like, that's like me buying a car and like you giving me, you taking my real key, giving me the fake key. It's like, bro, I paid for this car. Like, I'm not gonna be happy that I can't use it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so this next one, right? This next one, I knew when I seen this Reddit story that you would be instantly interested. Oh. Right, so the title is, "Am I wrong for replacing my coworker's regular coffee with espresso shots for 2 months and he thinks he's developed superpowers? He drinks 4 cups a day. I've been making them triple espresso. He's been flying through work, insanely productive. Got employee of the quarter. Thinks he's finally reached his potential. His wife called me worried. He won't sleep. He's painting the house at 2 a.m. What's happening? I stopped espresso yesterday. He crashed hard. Called in sick today. Thinks he has a disease."
First and foremost, he's not an actual coffee guy, because you can taste the difference between regular drip coffee and like shots of espresso. So me, I like all kinds of coffee. So first and foremost, I would, if somebody switched out my regular drip coffee that I'm drinking with espresso.
Well, what if he poured espresso into the regular coffee?
But you would still taste it, because espresso is very concentrated. It's very bitter.
Well, not if he's like adding like cream and sugar and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah. So and of course he can. There's a clear difference. No one's just drinking a huge cup of espresso. So there's a clear size difference. So he has to pour it in his actual coffee. So he probably, like, when his roommate, his friend, brews the coffee, he probably pours like espresso in the coffee pot. Yeah.
I don't think he's wrong, because he basically, what it said, it made him like employee of the month,
the employee of the quarter.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like he's right.
I mean,
he's a more productive employee.
It's honestly the same thing for like the people that get people hooked on like heroin and stuff. They feed their addiction, or it's like someone that puts a nicotine patch on someone and they don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you put the nicotine patch on the person. You do it for like a week straight, and then you stop doing it, and then they become like addicted to it. They've developed like,
that's a form of harassment,
bro. That's a form of like almost like assault.
Yeah, because
or battery. I don't know.
Because you're harming them.
Yeah, like, bro. Yeah. So he literally got him addicted for how long? 2 months. God. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna move into the 6th segment. Yeah. The 6th segment it's a stupid segment called 1-star reviews. I just like these. Alright. These are gonna be 1-star reviews that actual people have left. Either it's on like a product or a place or something like that. Right? So, and the first one is a flashlight. It says, "Too bright. Shined it in my face to test it. Couldn't see for 20 minutes. Walked into the wall. My dog thought I was a burglar and bit me. Had to go to urgent care. Doctor asked what happened. I said a flashlight incident. He wrote that down. It's in my medical record now." First of all, why
would a 5-star review? First, yeah. If a flashlight is blinding you for like 20 minutes, that's a good flashlight.
Yeah. Second off, why would you point the flashlight in your face? What happened to going outside at night and like just turning it on, or like going in a dark room and turning it on? Like, bro, you don't gotta. What were you hoping to gain by pointing it in your face? That's like friendly fire.
Literally.
Like, bro, at that point, what's the difference between you doing that and you pointing a gun at you in your face to see if it works? Like, bro, come on, come on. Like, bro, what the hell? Alright, so someone else left a review on the same flashlight. It says, the flashlight is so bright, my wife thinks I'm signaling aliens. Used it in the backyard looking for my keys. Neighbors called asking if I was making contact. 3 neighbors. They were serious. One brought binoculars. We had an accidental UFO watch party. Still haven't found my keys.
Bro, where can I get this flashlight?
Like, bro, like, literally.
That's a good flashlight.
Bro, I'm telling you. Okay, the next one is a waffle maker.
Uh-oh.
Makes waffles too fast. I'm not ready for waffles that quickly. I panic, burn my hand trying to grab them. It's too efficient. I need time to mentally prepare for waffle retrieval. The waffle maker doesn't respect my process.
What? I don't get it. Like, waffle makers, they make waffles fast.
Yeah, like,
for the most part.
Like, bro, that's the whole and what type of waffle maker is this? The only type of waffle makers I know is the ones that you pour the batter in, and you either turn them upside down, or they have those little ones that you just clamp it down and it makes the waffle. What type of waffle maker is it? Is it putting the batter in itself and just cranking out the waffles? Like, bro. Someone else left a review on the waffle maker. Said, my husband made 47 waffles in 3 days. 47. He won't stop. He's obsessed. Waffles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Waffle snacks. I wake up to the smell. We have no room in the freezer. He's giving them to neighbors. They're avoiding us now. The waffle maker has destroyed my marriage. Bro, what?
If I'm this guy's neighbor and I'm getting free waffles, bro, I'm taking them.
Bro, honestly,
I'm not gonna be mad.
Honestly, whatever waffle maker this is, they need to start like reach out to like hotels for like business and stuff like that. Yeah, like the ones that offer continental breakfast. All right, so these next 2 are gonna be for a local park.
Okay,
right?
How does a park?
Well, you can leave a 1-star review on Google. Yeah. Geese are aggressive. One chased me to my car. I'm a grown man running from a bird. My kid watched, lost all respect. My 5-year-old said, Daddy's scared of goose. Yeah, I am. The goose had murder in its eyes. We don't go to that park anymore. The goose won.
That's a valid 1-star. Like, okay, first of all, if my kid is making fun of me for being scared, I've had geese before. I know geese can be aggressive. Bro,
You've had geese before?
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, are geese pets?
Not pet. Well, I mean, I've just had them, and you can eat them.
You can eat them?
Yeah. But basically, bro, if my kid is giving me a bunch of crap for being scared of geese, these things are like the ones I had, they weren't aggressive, but I've dealt with some that were super aggressive. I know they can be scary. Bro, like, all right, son, you can go deal with them yourself.
Bro, I was about to say, if my son or my daughter is making fun of me for running from a geese, I'm literally picking them up and offering them to the geese lord.
I'm literally gonna like tape a bunch of bread to my son, drop him off at the park, and let him fend for himself like it's the Hunger Games.
Yeah, bro, like, all right. So you laughing? All right, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna lock you outside of the
recording it too.
Yeah,
live streaming it.
Someone said, too many couples holding hands, walk through holding an ice cream, solo. Everyone started staring at me with pity. A woman asked if I was okay. I said yes. She didn't believe me. Gave me her therapist card. I hate this part. Couples ruin everything.
Okay, that guy's just mad. They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah, like, whoa. I thought you were single.
I am, but yeah, same.
The next one is Denny's.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I went to Denny's literally yesterday too.
I have a funny story about Denny's I'm going to say after these 2 reviews. When at 3 a.m. saw things. A man was arguing with a pancake. Not a person, the pancake.
I'm not surprised.
The waitress didn't react like this was normal. I ate my grand slam in fear. Everyone there looked like they've seen combat. I have questions I don't want answered. Bro, Denny's can be kind of a scary place, not gonna lie.
This is the type of behavior I'd expect at Waffle House.
I was about to say
Denny's.
Denny's is a scary place, but not nearly as bad as Waffle House.
Like, you go in there, it's like you're in O Block.
See, but Waffle House isn't like. It's almost in reverse. Like, the more ghetto the Waffle House is, the better the food is. Like,
that's how it be.
Like, you walk up and like the cook is outside smoking a cigarette. And be like,
you gotta keep in mind, like, these are workers. Like, if they get fired, they're done for.
Yeah. Like,
so like they work like it's their life, because it is,
bro. It's like it's like this job is like, if they get fired, they're back hook on crack.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this job is the only constant in their life.
That's how it be.
Like, you walk up and like the cook is outside smoking and be like, yo, y'all go sit anywhere y'all like. Just give me 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Like, bro, you just know.
Yeah.
You just know the food is gonna.
You about to get some of the best food.
Literally. Someone said Moons over Hammy is a stupid name. I said this out loud. Waitress heard me. She defended the name passionately. We argued about it. She brought her manager. 3 staff members explained the name's origin. I just wanted eggs. This escalated unnecessarily.
Yeah, if I'm a waiter and somebody's like complaining about the food, I'm like, look, man, I just work here.
Yeah, I just work here.
Just to get them off my back, I'll be like, I think it's a stupid name too, and it should be changed, but I can't do anything about it.
Like, I literally can't do anything.
Yeah, like, because you got to keep in mind, like, my pay is also dependent on how they're feeling. So I'm gonna try to make them feel good.
Yeah. So, funny story about Denny's. Right, when I was a kid, I was probably about 6 or 7.
6, 7.
I know you was gonna say that, but yeah. Anyway, so we came to America for a family vacation, and we went to Denny's, right? And I can't remember what my parents had ordered for me or whatever. I'm assuming it's something off the kids menu, and I had to do number 2 real bad. And so fast forward, my cousin took me to the restroom, and he waited outside the stall. And like, I did what I came to do, and I busted out the stall crying.
Why?
And he's like, why? He's like, what happened? I was like, I clogged the toilet. Bro, and for the rest of that trip, he made fun of me for clogging Denny's toilet. Bro, for the longest time, I haven't eaten at Denny's. I didn't start eating at Denny's again until I was probably like 24.
That's like some childhood trauma.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
It was like, I've clogged a ton of toilets in my life. Like, I walk out of there not feeling mad. I just walk out of there with like a Grinch grin. And I'm like, yep, somebody's gonna have to take care of that. And it ain't gonna be me. But that's part of exceptional customer service. What did you say?
Bro. Yeah, not gonna lie, someone's gonna have to take care of it. Yeah. Alright. So we're moving into the 7th and final segment. We're already at 1 hour and 13 minutes in. The segment is called Things That Piss Me Off. But this is the guest edition.
Okay.
Right? So you kind of gave me a list, so I want you to go through that list for the audience, and I will discuss it.
All right, I think I remember it.
Bro, just look at her messages.
I think my phone's about to die.
Oh.
But I do know the one thing that just irritates the living crap out of me
is what?
So I love listening to music while I shower.
Okay.
Right? But if I want to change a song while I'm showering, I'll still dry my hands. I'll give it a shake. I'll rub. I think my hands are super dry.
Yeah.
I go to use my phone. One little drop from my finger gets on my phone screen, and now my phone is having like a seizure. And like, I click one song, and then it starts skipping it like 50 times. and then I'm trying to wipe that drop off, and it just makes the whole situation worse.
Bro, it's terrible. And then your phone is like skipping, and then like going to the next song, and it wouldn't stop. But bro, that's so terrible. Oh my gosh,
that really like that irritates the crap out of me. It really does.
I think you said something about people that want to argue with you.
Yes, there is. What really makes me mad? It doesn't matter what you say. There will always be somebody that will have the exact opposite opinion of you, no matter what. Like you can say something like, "Oh yeah, I think green apples are good." You're not even claiming that they're the best. You're just saying they're good.
Yeah.
And then like some guy will be like, "Nah, bro, those actually suck."
Be like, bro, I didn't ask for you.
That's what I'm saying. And then also, it'll be the exact same person too. Be like, "Yeah, I think Hondas or I don't think people really argue Honda versus Toyota. Like you can say, yeah, I think Chevys are really good." They'll be like, "Nah, bro, Ford on top." It's like, bro,
Shut the hell up, you red apple eating person.
and then what's another example? Like, yeah, I think like I don't drink soda. I'll only drink diet soda like once in a while. I'll say, yeah, I don't really drink soda, but I'll drink a diet soda once in a while. And then they'll be like, you know, those are actually worse for your health than them.
I was about to say, and then it's that guy or lady that has like Dr. Pepper basically running through their veins. Like, bro, one thing I hate, right? And I never experienced this until I came to America. It's like, bro, like the people who be like, "Oh, I'm so thirsty, I need to go get me a drink," and then you just see them like holding this with a Route 44, like flipping Dr. Pepper. Like, bro, I used to hate like going to like class, and like the first thing I see these people with like this Route 44 Dr. Pepper at like 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, bro, whatever happened to like drinking some water or like some Gatorade or something like that? Or like the people that every time you see them, they only have like a Monster or some sort of energy drink.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you can't function with, bro. That's an addiction.
It's like coffee, water, and then once in a while like an energy drink or like a diet Dr. Pepper. Like you've seen me with that big old like chug jug of water.
Yeah,
I'm always carrying that with me. Like that's part of my inventory.
That's part of my inventory. Is crazy. All right. So is there anything that you would like the people to know that you have up and coming or anything? Or is there anything that you want to tell the people?
I think another thing that really irritates me is like micromanaging bosses. I've been blessed with this job because I have the coolest boss.
And for everyone out there that doesn't know, I'm actually Arturo's boss.
He's like, think about it like Squid Games. He's like
I've never seen Squid Games, but okay, go on.
Amanda will get this reference.
Oh gosh.
Right. So he's technically not my boss. Right. I'm like one of the contestants. He's like one of the guards, and then our boss Amanda, she's like the front man. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
she's the best boss I've ever had.
Cool. So, with that being said, that's been another episode of the Funny on My Mind podcast, the seriously unserious podcast where nothing is our problem. Big shout out to Arturo for coming out today and sharing his very interesting story. I saw I pissed. This episode will be dropping a week after next Wednesday or so. Whatever. I've this is literally the third episode I've recorded this week, so I'm exhausted. I've prepped so much and stuff like that. So, but definitely check us out on all social media at Funny on My Mind Podcast. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And tune in, like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends.
Follow me on Instagram. And follow my YouTube channel as well.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but I haven't uploaded anything at all.
Would you just want them to subscribe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. Whatever. Would you like to give them your social media handles?
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. At Arturo_Navarro M is my Instagram. And then we can just put in the description, right?
Oh yeah. We'll put it in the description below. You can connect with Arturo. Yeah. So Arturo, as you know, I do the whole clap thing.
The clap?
Yeah.
What does that
mean? The clap? Yeah. So, but I've started a new tradition where at the end of the episode, when I clap to close out the episode, I have the guest clap with me.
Oh, okay.
So to close out this episode, we're gonna do a joint clap. All right, ready?
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
That was tough.